I automated 99% of my work last month, not in theory, not I tried this cool thing. Actually automated. This content pipeline runs by itself. Every time I publish a video, I generate the LinkedIn post, the Twitter threads, the email newsletter, the short form clips. I don't touch it. This lead research system pulls 20 qualified prospects every morning before I wake up. Names, pain points, suggested opening messages, waiting in my inbox. This client onboarding flow used to take me 4 hours per new client. Welcome emails, project setup, intake forms, folder creation, status updates. Now it takes 0. All of this runs on one tool. It took me 1 weekend to set up, and the tool cost $20 a month. But here's the part that nobody's talking about. I'm not just going to show you how to build this. I'm going to show you how to sell the exact same system to someone else for $2,000 a month. Let me show you. There are 3 levels of AI right now. Level 1 is chat. You type, it responses. ChatGPT, Gemini, regular Claude, that's where most people are. You ask a question, you get an answer, you copy it, paste it somewhere. That's fine, but it's manual every single time. Level 2 is automation. You set up a workflow. It runs on a trigger. Zapier, Make, N8N, better. But these tools connect apps. They don't think, they don't read your files and make judgment calls. Level 3 is agents, an AI that reads your files connected to Gmail, Google Drive, Notion, Calendar. It coordinates multiple tasks across multiple apps. It takes decisions based on context. That's Claude Cowork. Anthropic launched it January 2026, 30 million monthly active users on Claude as of right now. Paying subscribers more than doubled this year. It hit number 1 on the Apple App Store in March. This isn't a niche tool, some developer found it on GitHub. This is mainstream. And here's what I want you to keep in mind. What I'm about to show you is the January 2026 version, the very first version. It will only get better from here, and it's already this good. Let me show you the steps so you can actually build this yourself. First thing, folder structure. I created a project folder called Cowork OS. Inside that, 3 subfolders: content, leads, onboarding. Each folder maps to one automation. Keep it clean, keep it separated. Cowork reads your folder structure. If your folders are a mess, the output will be a mess. Second, connectors. Open the connector panel. You will see Gmail, Google Drive, Notion, Google Calendar, Canva, Microsoft. 12 connectors right now, probably more by the time you watch this. Hook up everything this system needs to access. For my 3 automations, I connected Gmail, Google Drive, and Notion. Third, and this is the part most people skip, custom instructions. There's a file called claude.md that lives in your project folder. This is where you tell Cowork exactly how you want it to behave, your tone, your formatting rules, your brand voice, what to include, what to skip. Without this file, Cowork gives you a generic output with it. The output sounds like you wrote it. Fourth, skills. These are pre-built workflows you trigger with a comment. Think of them like a saved recipes. I built a skill for each automation. Run content pipeline, pull morning leads, onboard new client, 1 comment, entire workflow fires. And one honest note before we get into the demos. Scheduled tasks require your computer to be. If you close your laptop, the scheduled runs don't fire. Not a deal breaker, but worth knowing upfront. And the only cost $20 a month for Claude Pro. That's it. No additional subscriptions, no API fees, no middlewares. And here's the problem. I shoot a YouTube video, then I need a LinkedIn post, 3 Twitter threads, an email newsletter, and 5 short form scripts. That's 6 to 7 hours of manual work per video every single week. And here's the automation. I feed Cowork the video transcript and my brand voice document. It generates all the content in my style, not generating AI slop. My voice, my formatting, my specific phrase. Let me show you in real time. I trigger the skill, it reads the transcript, pulls my brand instructions from Claude.markdown file, and starts generating LinkedIn post done, Twitter threads done, email newsletter done, short form clip scripts with hooks done. Before Cowork, this took me 5 to 7 hours per video. Now it takes about 12 minutes. And I still added the output. I'm not telling you it's perfect. The LinkedIn posts usually need a strong opening line. The email newsletters sometimes miss the CTA placement I want. I fix those. Takes maybe 20 minutes of editing. But 5 to 7 hours down to 30 minutes total. That math works. 1 video per week, 52 weeks a year. That's 300 hours saved per year on 1 automation. We haven't even gotten to the other 2 yet. This is the one that directly makes money. Finding qualified leads is boring. It's repetitive. And if you're doing manual outreach, it is 2 to 3 hours per day. You scroll LinkedIn, you read the posts, you try to figure out who might actually need what you sell. Most of that time I wasted on people who were never going to buy. And here's what my lead research automation does. Every morning, Cowork scans LinkedIn and asks for founders posting about being overwhelmed, coaches drowning in admin work, agency owners complaining about manual process, consultants who just lost a virtual assistant and need to replace the workflow. It compiles a list of 20 qualified prospects, not just names. For each person, it pulls their recent posts about overwhelm, summarizes their specific pain point, and drafts a suggested opening message tailored to what they actually said. I wake up, open the report, and I have 20 people I can message with something relevant, not a coded template, a warm, specific message based on what they literally posted yesterday. There are 1,600 open Claude-related jobs on Upwork right now. The demand for this skill is real. The people who need automation help are posting about it publicly every day. You don't have to guess who needs this. This automation alone pays for the $20 a month Claude Pro subscription about 100 times over. Once you land a client, the next bottleneck hits immediately. Welcome emails, project setup, intake forms, folder creation, status update document, calendar invites. It's 3 to 4 hours per new client, and it's the same sequence every time. Here's the automation. The client fills out one intake form, that's it. From there, Cowork creates the project folder in Google Drive with the right subfolder structure, sends the welcome email sequence through Gmail, sets up the tracking document in Notion, schedules the kickoff call on Google Calendar, updates the master client list. I'm going to trigger it right now so you can see each step fire. Watch the folder appear, watch the email send, watch the Notion page populate, watch the calendar event get created, or from submission. This is the part most freelancers never automate. They spend all their time on delivery and non-op systems. Then they burn out at 3 clients because every new client adds 4 hours of setup on top of the actual work. With this automation, going from 3 clients to 10 doesn't add it a single hours of onboarding work. Now, honest limitation, I have to tell you this story. Someone used Claude Cowork, asked it to clean up a folder, and it deleted 11 gigabytes of file. Gone. That happened because they give it full disk access with vague instructions. Don't do that. Sandbox your folders. Give Cowork access only to the project directory. Never give full disk access. Clear instruction, limited permissions. That's the rule. There's also a known security issue. A researcher at Prompt Armor showed that hidden prompts in Word documents could trick Cowork into exfiltrating sensitive file. Anthropic patched it, but the lesson stands. Don't feed it documents you haven't reviewed from sources you don't trust. These are real risks. Ignoring them doesn't make you look smart. Acknowledging them does. Okay, you just watched me automate 3 parts of my business: content, leads, onboarding. That took me 1 weekend to build. Now, here's what nobody on YouTube is telling you. Every single automation I just showed you, you can build the exact same thing for someone else and charge them for it. Think about the math. 3 clients, each paying $2,000 a month for you to maintain and extend their automations. That's $6,000 a month. Your cost, $20 for Claude Pro. The tool is free to learn. The skill is free to build. The only thing between you and $6,000 a month is 10 messages to the right people. AI automation agencies report startup cost between $2,000 and $5,000, scaling to $10,000 to $50,000 a month in revenue within 6 to 12 months. Microsoft just launched Copilot Cowork at $30 per user per month for enterprise. If Microsoft is changing enterprises for this, you can charge small businesses. But knowing the tool isn't enough. You watch it, a 60-minute tutorial, so did 100,000 other people. The difference between you and them is what happens next. And that's what I want to show you now. Who do you target? Founders posting about overwhelm on LinkedIn and X. Agency owners drowning in manual work. Course creator, coaches, consultants, people who make good money but waste hours on tasks that should be automated. You don't need to find the people who know what Claude Cowork is. You need to find the people who are frustrated with manual work. The tool is your solution. Their pain is your entry point. Here's the exact DM template I sent. Hey, name, I saw your post about specific pain point they mentioned. I automated that exact process for my business last week using an AI agent. Took me a weekend. Want me to build the same system for years? I will do the first one free. That's the message. No pitch them. No sales page. No, let me tell you about my agency. One specific observation about their problem. One offer to fix it free. Why free? Because the free pilot is the most powerful sales tool you have. They see results before paying. You get proof before scaling. The client watches their onboarding sequence fire automatically and says, what else can you automate? That's when the retainer conversation starts, not before. After they've already experienced the value, after the free pilot, here's how you price it. Done for you setup $500 to $2,000 per project. That's a one-time fee to build one automation, a content pipeline, a lead research system, an onboarding flow, pick one. Monthly retainer for maintenance plus new automation, $1,500 to $2,500 per month. You maintain what you built. You add new automations as they need them, and you handle updates, and the tools will change. That's why the retainer exists. Starts with the free pilot. Lock the retainer after 7 days of results. That's the sequence. And here's the action step. Send 10 messages this week. Not 100, not 50, 10. Find the 10 people who posted about being overwhelmed this week. Send them the template. Customize the pain point for each one. That's it. Record a 90-second Loom video for each one. Show their specific problem. Show your automation solving it. Attach it to the DM. That Loom video is what separates you from everyone else sending generic messages. Tools don't get your clients. Messages get your clients. I just showed you the tool, the automations, and the exact playbook to sell them. You have the system, the 3 automations, the DM templates, the pricing framework, the free pilot strategy. That's more than most people get from a $500 course. But there's a gap between watching this video and actually landing your first paying client. The gap is execution. The follow-up sequences when they don't respond to the first message. The objection handling when they say, I will think about it. The weekly pipeline review where you figure out which leads are warm and which are dead. The system that turns 10 messages into 3 conversations into 1 client. That's what I teach inside the Execution Squad. And the fastest way to see the full system is the free live training I'm running this Friday at 11 a.m. PDT. It's called From Zero Clients to First Paying Client in 28 Days. The system nobody teaches. I break down the full system, offer, target, channel, scoreboard. That's week 1. Then warm outreach, follow-up, decision calls in week 2. And cold outreach and diagnostics in week 3. Final push, refers, and the scale or kill decision in week 4. The whole system live with Q&A. Link is aichrislee.com/training. It's free. Show up this Friday and I will walk you through it. I will see you there.